Hey, sports porchers, it's your hockey Jesus with game 54. Pittsburgh Penguins versus the New York Islanders. I'm all out of sorts tonight, boys. I don't know what's going on with these Penguins, but it's nothing good, I can tell you that. Tonight, Pittsburgh Penguins lose in overtime to the New York Islanders. So many ups and downs in this game, we're going to tackle them all, including the power play, the dreaded power play, the arch nemesis of the Pens this season, the power play. So hop on the porch. Let's get this party started. Well, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, it's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with Game 54 analysis. Look, I like to do these right after the game is over. That way, I'm not biased by any media stuff that might be being said right now or tomorrow. You're getting it live. You're getting it raw. This is what the hockey Jesus does. Look, I'm not trying to be religious with the hockey Jesus title. I'm just trying to get disciples of the game of hockey. I love the game. I have passion for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I can tell you tonight it's really hard to be a Pittsburgh Penguins fans, but I'll bring the passion no matter what happens. Let's break it down. So, Pittsburgh Penguins lose tonight 5-4 in overtime, and they get the first goal. Marcus Pettersson gets the goal. God, does he look good up on that top pair. Sully moved the defensive pairs around a little bit tonight. Had Pettersson up there with Letang, and they had Carlson down on the second pair, and they dropped Graves the whole way down. They had POJ playing. Actually, they had POJ playing with Letang, and they had Pettersson playing with Carlson. Sorry about that. And then on the third pair, they had Graves dropping the whole way down to the third pair with Ruedel. And honestly, Graves played awful tonight. He had a terrible game, led to that fourth goal on a giveaway. He looks lost out there. Honestly, I think they need to scratch Graves. He needs to sit a couple games. They got Ludwig healthy. I don't see any reason to play Graves out there other than, he's expensive. And maybe you want to showcase him to try and trade him here now that the Penguins look like they are not going to be making the playoffs. But I can tell you, Pettersson's stock is way up. And of course, you know why? Because he's not signed next year, so he's playing for a contract. That guy's going to get a big contract. I hope the Pens can keep him. He's playing great. He had a goal tonight. He factored in on that fourth goal, too, even though he didn't get the goal from O'Connor. But let's break down what happened. So first period, it was a lot like most of Penguins' first periods. They looked like they actually were getting outplayed and still came out with the lead 1-0. That was a little surprising. I went back and kind of. On Tuesday nights, I got a standing thing that I do, and so I got to go back and watch the game before I get it out to you. And the first period looked not the script. Second period, okay, Pens are out there. They look like they got some things going on a little early, and boom, goes into the back of the net. Brock Nelson, the dude just made a great play. Came right down Broadway, beat everybody, and he wanted it more than the Penguins did. They get the goal, 1-1. And so then what happens? Penguins go on a power play. The good old power play. Yay, Penguins power play. You got to figure they scored a goal against LA, number one penalty kill in the league. They've got the worst penalty kill in the league. Pens are going to do something, right? Well, the first power play, they don't really do anything. And what happens? As soon as Barzell comes out of the box, guess what he does? He scores a goal. This happens to the Pens so much, I just can't explain it. It's like their bad power play just carries on into the next set of plays. and Barzell gets the goal. It's 2-1, and it's after that, Carlson tries to make a play behind the net, and before you know it, they blink, and it's 3-1. And honestly, I'm looking at it on the app, and I can't believe it's 3-1. Almost the whole way through the second period, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to tell the fans so they don't jump off a bridge tonight? And fortunately, Lars Eller comes by. I mean, he scores a goal before the end of the second period. He just shoots the puck. Look, he just shoots the puck, and it goes in the net. Went off of somebody, I think, in the front. But the Pens did have some puck luck tonight, which they haven't had in a while. So they get the goal, and they're within striking distance. They come out in the fourth period. They actually come out firing pretty good. But O'Reilly, like I said, gets that Graves pass. Total giveaway right in the slot, and he buries it. The Islanders are pretty good at taking advantage of situations where if they get an opportunity, they bury the puck. They've done that traditionally against the Penguins. Not so much this year, but you know what? That Pollock combination is kryptonite to Sid. Sid just has such a hard time playing against those guys. You saw maybe in the replay where, Sid was hip checking guys to try and make some space. Those guys don't give him any space. They're really good against Sid, maybe some of the best in the league. So the Pens are down 4-2. I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Got to jump them. Got to find a way they don't jump them off the bridge again. And then, like magic, like with how many minutes left? There's like 9 minutes left, and the Islanders had an opportunity where Ned kind of gave away the puck, and it looked like maybe a 3-on-1, and he makes a great save to kind of bail himself out. And then at the 8-minute mark, Letang just shoots it. Puustinen gets the rebound. Look, I think Puustinen on that third line with dropping down. They dropped down Riley Smith to the third line to make space on the second line for the 5'2" guy, Phillips, they got from Washington. By the way, not a fan of him. I know he plays hard, but too small, just not the right fit. Look, nobody's a good fit for Gino now. We'll get to Gino in a second. But Puustinen gets the rebound. Good for him. So 3 guys, not called Sidney Crosby or Evgeny Malkin or Brian Rust. Got to figure something good's going to happen. And then, about a minute later, Drew O'Connor does the same thing. It looked like he was maybe trying to pass it to the back door to Pettersson. Goes off a skate. Looked like Anders Lee's skate. And I'm like, wow, maybe they're going to do it. Now, I have to tell you, the rest of the game, they really pushed to get that other goal. They just ran out of energy. This is what I'm saying. When the Pens got to come back from a 2-goal deficit, it just takes so much energy to get to that level. It's really difficult to say, to get that 5th goal. But as it turns out, we're going to go to overtime. So overtime, I don't think the Pens even controlled the puck once. One line change. Sid comes on barely at the end there, and Ryan Pelech just buries it right in the slot. You could hear it dinged off of the post and in. Look, it's a tough night for Ned. Ned tonight had an .848 save percentage. That's way below his average. That's unlike Ned. He did have 33 saves, but it's a tough night for Ned to have a little bit of an off night. It's a tough night for Sid not to get any points, 5-on-5, and the Pens lose. So tonight, your Pittsburgh are gain a point. I know. Look, those of you who haven't listened to me or haven't seen me on YouTube, and by the way, if you like this, smash that logo, sign up, be a subscriber, give a like to the video. I'm here after every game, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you raw analysis. I'm not thinking of what the critics are saying. I'm only telling you what the hockey Jesus is telling you. And right now, the Pens are in big trouble. They had to really win. This is the only game they afford not to get a loser point. They got to win the rest of them from here until Columbus. And that's 7 games they got to win to get to where they need to be. So, tough sledding here. It's not looking good for your Pens making the playoffs. We're going to have to see what that means for the future. But stop back here on the porch, and I'll give you the analysis. So, until then, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, keep the faith. And let's go Pens.